Welcome back, everyone! We're gonna determine the guilt of this guy!
Sounded like you gave up halfway on saying everybody.
Everybody! You showed us Miss Potts, a person, namely me, with a bad badger's head on, and then made your costume escape together. Or so you pretended. What do you mean he pretended? Exactly that. I believe Lance watched you escape, and then doubled back to the hideout. Probably to come and remove the bad badger head from my unconscious son. And to create his fake prison with the prop sword he then escaped via the passageway.
Hold your tongue, boy. Don't get caught up in that tidal wave of words coming out of Mr. Prosecutor's mouth.
Tidal wave?
We've heard a lot coming out of you, but I've yet to see a shred of evidence.
What have I been doing this entire time?
The victim's betrayal and his subsequent detainment. All of that could have happened while you were out cold. That's right, you were out for quite a while, Mr. Prosecutor.
Even if that were the case, Miss Potts would have still seen me tied to that thief. I was scared of Mr. Deacon, so I didn't go in the next room. So I really have no idea if you were in there or not, Mr. Edgeworth.
You see, it would seem you can't prove a thing. Who said that? Yeah, I'd like to know that too.
Wait, was that a hold it that just came up?
Yeah.
Hold it!
Alright, Kermit the Frog, apparently. Please, wait.
Mr. Amano. Now the music's all cheery again.
Miles, my boy, it looks like you're really giving it your all.
Someone had a good comparison. I said it sounded like Mario music. Someone with a little word of scripted. They said it was more kind of like a Mario Party Island board or something music.
This guy kind of looks like a combination of Mario and Heihachi.
Does it now?
And Lance, it's not good to cause trouble for others. Dad! Let's see, you're the one in charge of this investigation, correct? Yeah, that's right. I'm sorry, my son has been nothing but trouble. This probably won't make up for anything, but I have some evidence for you. Oh, do you now?
Evidence!
Who was that guy?
Actually, I wasn't paying attention to that guy. Was he in an officer's outfit?
I think so, and then he, like, walked off with his hands up.
That's what I think it is.
It's the Bad Badger costume the victim was wearing, and a gun. I couldn't wait around for the police, so I went and found these myself. It appears they were disposed of in the sea. Is there no one in this country who actually obeys the law? There. Now. I preempted it, because he usually does 3. Agent Lang, please calm down. What the heck is that scrap of paper?
This appears to be a letter from the Chief of Police. Please allow Mr. Amano complete freedom to do as he sees fit, it says.
Okay.
What?
The Chief of Police? What the? Just who does he think he is?
The person who feels the highest authority in this area.
There now. I tried to drag it out that time.
Good lord.
There's no need to be so upset.
Can this guy talk any slower?
I'm not a cop from this land, so I'm not bound by the laws of your country. Now. This wasn't meant to strong-arm you into anything. It's just a request. I'm only asking that you please respect the laws of this land. I can't really say no to that. However, returning to the topic at hand. It doesn't matter who found the evidence, its value remains unchanged. Alright, now let's take a look at the new evidence. I've already got the results back. I had a special forensics lab that I'm on good terms with conduct the tests.
And the research.
Did he say that?
Yeah, research lab. You said lab.
I thought I said forensics lab.
Forensics research lab? I don't really know.
They verified the blood on this costume belonged to Oliver. As for the gun, the only fingerprints they could find were yours, Lauren.
What?
You disappoint me, Miles. You disappoint me!
I don't understand that reference.
Who was that?
You
Oh, it's
disappoint me.
Vegeta. It's Vegeta.
What?
It was Vegeta in the Budokai games.
Oh. Kakarot, you disappoint me!
No, he would end the fight with, "You disappoint me!"
You disappoint me!
I can't believe you, that you would cause my son such stress and heartache.
I am the Prince of all Saiyans.
Thank goodness I was able to find these final pieces of evidence.
But I was not a brilliant scientist!
Shut up. With this, you'll have no reason left to push my poor boy around.
That's it? These are the case-making pieces of evidence? Huh. I'll be the judge of that. I won't rest until...
God damn it.
I won't rest until it's looking great. Oh, jeez. Okay, there's no backing out of this one, too, so...
Well, he was certainly shot in the abdomen. You done?
What's this? It looks like there was something inside the costume peg. Oh?
Hey, that's Sparkle. I bet they're really valuable.
Oh? Sorry, but they're just pieces of a mirror. But why are they in here? Mirror fragments, data jotted down in my organizer, type evidence discovered in the front of the main gate. Oh no!
Discovered in front of the main gate? That's pretty random. Why not discovered in the freaking costume?
Yeah, I don't know. It's a little weird. Oh well. These were found inside the victim's costume. Why were they there in the first place? I can't examine it though, that's unfortunate. Oh well, we'll go with it. Let's see, can't examine that gun.
Doesn't even look like a real gun. Looks like it's plastic.
Well, yeah, that's the one that's attached to the costume.
It still fires blanks though.
Yeah, can't a fake-looking gun fire blanks?
Whatever. It's not a pop cap gun.
Could this gun be the actual murder weapon? Revolver data jotted down in my organizer. Weapons discovered.
It's like the same revolver they've used like 6 times.
It probably is, honestly. Used to kill Deacon, was originally stolen from Guard by a victim during escape.
Stolen from Guard.
Stolen from that Guard, man.
So can you pop it open just like you could with the other one?
They found Miss Pop's fingerprints on this gun.
Can you let me hold it for a sec?
I shouldn't if you don't know how to handle it. Besides, Miss Pop's prints are on it.
Look, I'm wearing gloves. It'll be okay. I just want to take a look, that's all. It's not like I'm gonna run off with it. The only things I don't return are treasures.
Stealing either one would land you in jail, you know.
See if you can check the... No, you can't. That's weird.
I already tried that, but I still need to rotate it, so give me a second. Give me a second while I look up the barrel right there. Nothing. That's unfortunate. It looks like it's fully... What's off about that? Well, anyway, it doesn't look like we
Spin
can
it around completely.
What?
Also, look at the bottom.
I don't think the bottom would have anything on it.
Well, you don't know.
Let me just reset the position right there. There's the other side.
Yeah, it doesn't look like anything.
Yeah, I'd say nothing off about that. And the bottom's got nothing on it. So there we go. Woo! We did it, everyone! We did it! Oh my gosh, didn't mean to do that. Okay.
Could that be the actual murder?
It might be. This bullet hole.
It looks kind of burnt around the edges.
Wait! Those burn marks were left by the gunpowder. This is the most important fact.
That shouldn't be the case. Why is that?
Because it is proof that the victim was shot at point-blank range.
There wouldn't be any burn marks if he was shot from a distance.
victim's costume data. I didn't even know it was a burn mark, actually. I thought it was blood.
Well, I mean,
Data.
they said it was a burn mark.
Updated it. I know they said that. I just didn't know that at first. Updated it my organizer. Why couldn't it leave a burn mark from long range?
Because gunshot residue only goes so far. It's
Bullets
burnt
go
gun.
pretty far.
The burn mark would be from the burnt gunpowder, and the gunpowder only shoots out of the very close range.
Yeah.
Well, are these not the most definitive pieces of evidence you've ever seen? Thank you, Dad. This should be enough to convince even Mr. Edgeworth over there.
I don't know about that. Can't let you do that, Star Fox. Testimony. Decisive
Let
evidence.
you do that, Star Fox. Make no mistake, there are fingerprints on that murderous gun, and they prove that it was Lolly who killed Oliver. But Oliver was also after Lolly's life. So, Mr. Edgeworth, even you must see that Lolly was only acting in self-defense.
Is that so? The fingerprints on the weapon, huh?
Oh no, this isn't helpful at all. Look, Mr. Edgeworth, all I wanted to do was save Lolly. But in the end, all I can do is watch as she takes punishment for her crimes.
That may be all you can do. However, I still have a case to solve and a job to do. The job of unraveling your insidious lie.
You wound me. But why won't you believe me, even in the face of all this evidence?
I do wonder about that. I do wonder. Rebuttal decisive evidence.
Are you a freaking robot?
No.
Make no mistakes, there are fingerprints on that murderous gun.
Was it really that murderous, though? That's
Cool.
what I want to know. I mean, if it wasn't really that murderous, then how can you prove that? You can't really prove things that aren't really provable, you know?
Shut up.
But I intend to prove those things that aren't provable by being
I
proved.
thought you were gonna say you intend to shut up.
I don't intend to ever do that either, though. Those fingerprints, are you sure they belong to Miss Pops?
There's no mistake about it. Through my connections, I had the best forensic techniques money can buy.
I had Manfred's forensic team on the job, of course.
Forensics techniques, snicks.
I find that to be a bit peculiar.
What? Are you trying to pick an argument with me? Then we'd have to face each other.
What should I do? Should I raise an objection? That's a little bit too early for that. Let's hold off on that. Perhaps I should wait and see how this pans out first. Is there
And
anything?
they proved that it was Lolly who killed Oliver.
Hold on. Make no mistakes, there are fingerprints on that murderous gun. Well, Okay. You sure are calm for someone who is accusing his own girlfriend of murder.
You have it all wrong. Allowing her to pay the price. What? Allowing her to pay the price is a form of love. She says that she also wants to pay back her debt to society, but Oliver was also after Lolly's life.
Oh, really? And why do you believe that the victim was set on taking Miss Pop's life?
I suppose it's because he wanted to silence her. To keep her quiet because she knows the truth behind the kidnapping.
In that case, why did he not target you as well?
That's because he knew that if he killed me, he wouldn't be able to control my father. Freaking bug piece of crap.
There's a bug invasion in this place today.
Ho ho ho. Right you are. Even if it cost me millions, I would have had the killer found.
I believe he didn't kill you for an entirely different reason. However, I digress.
Look, I didn't... more than why he didn't kill me, I'm worried about what'll happen to Lolly. So, Mr. Edgeworth, even you must see that Lolly was only acting in self-defense.
Justified self-defense. I suppose that is a possibility given the circumstances.
Really? Oh, thank goodness.
However, self-defense was not necessarily in this case.
It was not necessary in this case. What do you mean?
Miss Pops is innocent. She didn't do anything, so why would she need to defend herself from nothing?
You still don't believe a word I say, do you?
His entire argument hinges on the fact that her fingerprints are on the gun, However, the truth does not lie there. It lies in whatever he is hiding from me, but not for long. What could he be hiding? I mean, it's just kind of interesting that this is the only one that had it like, oh, do you object?
Well, yeah, because that's obviously what you have to press. You have to present something that...
And I proved that I was all... I'm just going to look at this one more time to be sure, though. But Oliver is all exactly like... Okay. There's only 4 things. That's not very many, actually. Well, whatever. Let's see what we got here. Those fingerprints, they belong to Miss Pops. There's no mistake about it. Fine. I find it to be a bit peculiar. What? Are you trying to pick a fight? An argument? Should I raise objections? Yeah. Frankly, I don't believe that Miss Pop's print should be on that gun to begin with. And the reason why Miss Pop's print should not be on that gun is...
Come on, dude. Come on, dude. Come on, dude.
Where's the freaking thing that Emma used?
Come on, dude.
Where is it? Where's the thing that Emma used? And we can have proof right here.
Thing that Emma used.
The footprint analyzer. We could get like
spray.
We could get like fingerprints off of that or something. I don't freaking know.
Dude.
And the reason why Miss Pop's print should not be on the gun is because of candy.
Oh my god.
Hold on. These. There's only one of these. Okay, cool. Cool, I guess, or something like that. Badger's head, the Badger mobile.
How is it possible that you're this stupid?
They should not be on the gun. One at a time shooting gunpowder burn is proof that he was shot from. Wait, oh my gosh, I need to look at all this stuff again. Map and explanation, power contraction, list, touch, check, on detail. Book detailing, okay. There's only one of each Badger in the park, try to get the whole Badger family. The costume separated in the head and body. This was left in an isolation room.
Going to kill you.
Blue Badger. Oh, was she wearing the costume? Is that the reason why? How would I prove that, though? How would I prove that? How would I prove that?
Why are you so bad?
How would I prove that? Stolen costumes?
Oh my god, there you freaking go, you moron.
It's simply not possible for Miss Pops to have left any prints on the murder weapon. Because while she was at the stadium, Miss Pops was wearing a costume.
Huh? But there's been no mistake. We found fingerprints.
Well, Miss Pops, do you remember touching the gun at all at any time?
Yes, as a matter of fact, I did hold it for a bit back in the hideout. I handed it off to Mr. Deacon when he was in Lancelot for the unannounced.
To retrieve the ransom money, I suppose. And there you have it. That is when Miss Pop's prints found their way onto the gun. Do you understand now, Mr. Amano? The fingerprints do nothing to prove that Miss Pops is the murderer.
But you still don't have anything to prove that she isn't the killer, right?
You seem very adamant about insisting that your girlfriend is a cold-blooded killer.
Oh, Lance!
What? No way! I'm incredibly worried about her. But that doesn't change the fact that you don't have any evidence, right?
That's where you're wrong. I have the evidence.
What? How?
The story that Miss Pops killed the victim at the stage in the stadium. The whole affair is simply not true, because that was not the real crime scene, but a setup. This proves that the real murder was not committed at the stadium at all. Oh my gosh, are you freaking kidding me with this stuff here?
I'm pretty sure I have this one too.
Oh.
Take that!
Yeah.
This piece of evidence proves that the real crime
At first I was
scene
thinking the gun, but then...
Back to the stadium.
Mr. Prosecutor, I'd like to have a piece... What? I'd rate that piece of logic at 0 out of 10.
0? That's at least a 6.8 out of 10. Well, at least not a 7.8 out of 10, I guess.
I was thinking the gun, and then you showed that, and that actually put that idea in my head so I could see where you're coming from. At this rate, Lolly's gonna wind up being arrested.
I must remain calm and think clearly. I must inspect every suspicious looking...
Oh.
I didn't even say that right. If the murder did not happen at the stadium, in the scenario where the victim was up on the stage and Miss Pops was down below, There must be something that invalidates it. This proves that the real murder was not committed.
Wait, what
at
did
the
he just
stadium
say?
at all. Invalidates it.
No, the whole line.
I don't know.
Did he say that she was above him or below him?
That Miss Pops was below him or something. Then how do you invalidate that or something? I mean, he was shot through the abdomen. So.
Still had trouble saying abdomen.
Huh. Gunpowder burn to prove that he was shot point
Yeah,
blank.
It's that. He was shot at point blank range.
Oh.
So she couldn't have shot him from the stadium, from below him at the stadium.
Let's take another good look at the costume the victim was wearing. Then I believe you will see why I insist he was not shot at the stadium. This is a part of the costume that proves it.
Dude, it's obviously the glass.
Glass? Oh, I was like, what? The burn around the victim. This
What?
was made when the victim was shot at point-blank range.
Ah, so then you mean the murder that Miss Oldbag saw at the stadium really was...
Please don't bring Oldbag in for questioning. Yes, she saw two people, but they were separated by a distance. If the victim was indeed shot from below the stage, there shouldn't be a gunpowder burn.
Ah! The argon! Look at you, Mr. Smarty Pants Prosecutor.
Argon!
Since you seem to know all the answers, why not tell us where the real crime scene is, then?
Lance sets me up to look like Mr. Deacon back at the hideout. If that's the case, then the murder must have happened prior to that. And the location where Lance and the victim were, at just before I was imprisoned, was... the haunted... Ah! I've got it. I know the real scene of the murder. Okay, then. There's a pirate ship in the background. The heck is that about? I think it's not unreasonable to assume the murder took place in the haunted house.
That's not necessarily a pirate ship.
It's
A
like
haunted
one.
house.
Yes, and I have proof that it is highly likely that the victim was killed there. Kinda odd that was like the one place we didn't investigate the entire time for whatever reason. What proves that the real scene of the crime was the haunted house? It's definitely the gun. Ugh.
I was thinking the wing pendant.
I was thinking it might have been my costume badge, actually. These were the inside the costume the victim was wearing. They're fragments of a mirror.
My second guess was the dossier. A mirror? What does that have to do with anything?
Indeed, you don't exactly expect to find pieces of a mirror inside a costume.
Yeah, that's actually pretty dangerous.
However, there is one place I can think of where there is a plethora of mirror fragments. And that is the haunted house. Ernest Amano, I propose that you kill Mr. Deacon with the revolver in the haunted house. After that, you stole the blue Badgermobile to move his body to the Wild Wild West area. The timing of when the blue Badgermobile was stolen confirms this as fact.
Miles, my boy, say no more.
I'm sorry, Mr. Amano, but I cannot do that, Star Fox.
Be quiet. Yes, please do something. Stop that boy from speaking any more nonsense. Ernest Amano, correct? I mean you. Be quiet, Gramps. How dare you? I don't need words. The only thing I require is evidence. Decisive evidence. And to call these mirror bits decisive is a bit too presumptuous, Mr. Prosecutor.
What?
Sheena, wasn't there a mirror at the kidnapper's hideout?
Yes, there was a mirror there. A mirror that's for the haunted house.
You see, isn't it possible the fragments got into the costume there?
But that's honestly what I was thinking too, but who knows. But Agent Lang, there were no fragments on the floor, so the probability is very low.
Probability? Langzy says on Truth's Path, the word probability does not exist. The only thing that does is definitive proof. The question, Mr. Prosecutor, is do you have the definitive proof you need? This guy is changing his tune every time we see him.
Another reason I don't like this guy.
Well, Mr. Edgeworth, do you? ...
Do I have solid evidence that proves the murder took place at the haunted house? The answer is no.
See? So since you don't have any, shut up.
I don't have the evidence yet, but I'm certain the murder occurred around the time I turned the ransom over. At that time, the only people at the haunted house, besides myself, were Lance and Mr. Deacon. If I can prove that the murder took place at the haunted house, then I can prove Lance's guilt in connection to the murder.
What now, Mr. Edgeworth?
It's time to examine the haunted house.
It's time to duel.
Agent Lang, I have a special request.
Yeah?
I'd like to prove to you that the scene of the crime was indeed the haunted house.
What in the world are you asking a werewolf? Why in the world are you asking the werewolf for permission?
Because I don't really have a choice. If I want to find the truth.
Alright, permission granted, but you're not to touch a single thing, got it?
That won't be a problem. All that's important to me is that the truth be brought to light. It doesn't matter by who or how it's done, as long as it is.
Sheena,
I'm here.
put it in the paperwork for the authorization immediately.
Understood. I'll go get the Gatewater Group's approval.
Who was that? Jesus Christ. Now, let's hold on for a second. There's no need to obtain approval.
You forgot to say hold it.
Hold it.
There we go. Mr. Amano.
Agent Lang, if you would please take a look at this. What is this? Sheena.
What, can't read?
It's the deed to the haunted house.
Well, I mean, he's not from this country, so it's possible. Read it out loud.
Gatewater Land Inc. hereby bequeaths the property known as the haunted house to Mr. Amano for the lump sum of $1 million paid in full in cash.
Okay.
What?
As you can see, I am now the legal owner of the haunted house. Are you kidding? When did you... I ran into the owner of the park earlier, and we made the deal almost immediately. How quickly things move when you can prepare $1 million in the blink of an eye.
That $1 million you paid? Don't tell me it was.
Oh, that's right. This disgusting suitcase belongs to you, doesn't it? I don't have any more use for it, so you may have it back now.
You used the ransom money?
My Lance is a good boy. He even apologized for the kidnapping a bit earlier. So I do believe that I will forgive him. After all, he did return the ransom money. That's the way things are, so if you would please discuss things with me from now on. Discuss? What is there to discuss? Why, permission to enter the haunted house, of course. ...
While we were busy listening to Lance's story, Mr. Amano was out there preempting us.
Hey, you got it. Permission to search the haunted house is denied. End of discussion. Agent Lang, I want you to arrest that girl. He doesn't have the right to do that. Just because it's his property, if it's the site of an investigation, the law has the frickin' precedent.
Well, I guess we'll see how they handle that one.
I don't know. English is stupid. And Miles, you should hurry on home now, my boy, before I really lose my temper.
Arng! Mr. Amano definitely has the deck stacked in his favor here.
Did he just arng in his own head?
Yes. What should I do? If I leave it like this, the truth will be lost forever.
Raise an objection.
Oh my gosh. To be continued. What is going on? How are we going to solve this mystery without the haunted house clues?
I'll tell you next time, my boy.
We're not there yet.
Fuck it. I don't know. It sounded like you were setting it up for it. I'm not paying attention to the time.
We got literally, like, less than a minute left.
Oh, then you should have just freaking ended it there.
March 13th, 4:27 p.m., Gatewater Land Main Gate.
You almost said main hotel.
Did I? If I can't get permission to investigate the crime scene, then the truth will be lost.
Hold it. Hold it. Hold it. Hold it.
Hold it! Okay.
Mr. Edgeworth, what are you doing spacing out?
And we'll find out why he's spacing out.
Yes, because that was totally worth
episode.
That was totally worth extending.
It always is worth extending, you know.
Moron.
That way you get a little more content in for the next episode.
Should have just ended it at my freaking ending.
Heck no, man. Heck no. What do you mean you're ending? What was it? What was it to end?
The fact that I said
ending.
Next time, and we were at the freaking to be continued screen.
No. 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 No.
Batman.
What are your opinions on Batman, everyone? Let me know in the comments below. See you later.